Now I'll say this, I've never done this before. I've never reached this point, and it feels like I kind of beat the game. We are no money spent on MLB The Show 22. We just hit the stub cap. The maximum number of stubs you can make and have on an account is 5 million stubs. Yes, 5 million. And to show that, we'll quick sell a guy right here, and nothing changes. So 5 million. And how do we get here? Well, we have a lot of stuff done, obviously, too. So just to recap, if you happen to be new here, we obviously have every collection done. I do not have every single card, okay? But I do have some other stuff left over that we actually need to sell. We have 84 of this glove right here. We have 148 of that mask. We have a couple hundred socks. We have 19 of these glasses, which to go for a decent amount, right? So we actually have a lot of other stubs hidden in there. Now the question is, how did we get here? Well, it's been a really long process. And the best thing I can tell you guys is, just like real life, it takes money to make money, and it takes stubs to make stubs. So as we progressed along throughout this year, we have found different investing opportunities. And will even openly admit this to you guys. I'm kind of scared when it comes to investing, even at times. You know, a lot of times I've been investing in things that are legitimately just minimum value stuff, buying stuff at quick sell and selling it for a little amount of profit here and there. Sometimes we've hit bigger on some stuff, but the two biggest moments for the entire year for us were when the Diamond Ball Player pack came out. And Diamond Ball Player does not mean player, it means equipment. Okay, so let's go through here and we can see like diamond equipment. We'll go through diamond rituals here, right? So a good example is legendary call here. It's 38,000. Normally it's around 45 to 50. So I even sold a lot of this stuff off cheaper than if I would have held it. There's really no reason for me to sell, but I wanted to make the video. When the Diamond Ball Player pack came out recently, I put out a tweet over on Twitter for the super followers and all that, saying, hey, you guys should look at this diamond equipment, right? Because you could buy this exact card, legendary call, for 20-ish thousand stubs. Only a few days later, it's up to 38. At night, maybe it goes to 40. And that was with a lot of this stuff. The axle grease was buying for 4,000 stubs. Legend in the cleat, again, 4,000 stubs. Here's what I mean, right? So active orders, we have nothing out there right now. Completed orders, you see some of the stuff that we have sold, some of the stuff for here. Now again, as we went through the beginning of the year, we flipped a bunch of stuff. You see, I have 1,600 orders placed, which means that we have a lot of orders completed throughout the year. Now I definitely slowed down a bit, but once we started gaining momentum, we built the team that we really wanted, and we had some extra stubs, we were able to keep making stubs. I do not go 12-0 in Battle Royale. I do play the Battle Royale program every time. I have never made it to World Series. I've never even made it to the innings in World Series. But I do play the events as well. So I do play the game, right? There's an online aspect that I have here. So if we go back in time, we have to go back in time quite a bit here. See, we were buying the encoder, which we just saw for 21,000 stubs, 9,000 stubs. Elbow guard, 5,300. Elbow guard. These stuff sold for 16, 18K. Legend Nickley, 3,400. You just saw it at 12,000, right? Let's find some more of this stuff here. Again, a lot of this is going on. We flip a couple cards here. Axle grease for 4,000. Shoes for 4,700. All this stuff. Active DNA compression sleeve sells for 26,000. We bought it for 10. So obviously you have to have stubs to really turn this up and flip into a lot of it. At most points, you double what your stub count sort of was if you go all in. And this was the second time. Another time they gave us a free pack within the store, which had Diamond Ball Player, Diamond Equipment round in it. And the same thing happened back then, right? The exact same thing. I could have done more. I feel like I probably should have done more, but I just didn't, because as I was going through and I was calculating, I said, I think this is going to bring us to the 5 million sub mark. And that's really just where I want to be. I don't need 5 million in stubs and 5 million in cards. I don't need that. I don't need that. That's overkill. This is fine. This is going to get me through the year for what I want to do. So we will always put out tips for you guys. Sometimes they're in the videos. Sometimes it's over on Twitter or other places like that to let you guys know, hey, this is what it is. And the reason I'm telling you this now is if it happens again this year, or more importantly, it happens again next year, you can do that. And this is just exactly what I did. Again, it is not rocket science. The Afterburner 8 bought for 12. I sold them for 30,000. 30,000, right? Like you just, it's as clear as day right here. This was the 3rd. Today is the 7th that I'm recording this on. No matter of 3 or 4 days span, we doubled our stubs. Now, here's the good question. We don't have every card in the game, and I'm probably going to try to get every card in the game. But what do you do if you happen to ever get to this amount? Okay, so here's what you need to find a card that you can either invest in, something that is a minimum value card, right? And sometimes there are minimum value cards, right? You could buy a bunch of Andres Jimenez, right, for 10,000, or you can put in really low orders on some of these cards, like Nolan Ryan. I could say, you know, I want to put a buy order in for 50,000 on them. Now that is an order that is obviously not going to get filled, and if it ever does, I guess that's fine, right? But again, for me, I'll probably just go buy some other cards. Again, I don't really care what it is, but buy cards at quick sell value and just hold on to them and just use that as a sort of savings account. Carlos Rodon, again, I don't expect to make anything from any of these purchases here, but that's basically what we're going to have to do because we're going to still keep earning stubs, selling cards, and I don't want to just lose the stubs or anything like that going forward. This is it was been a long process. The hardest part is the very beginning of the year. Again, we started that journey with you guys on this series. This doesn't conclude it. I know Madden is coming out. I'm a Madden YouTuber mainly, like that's my job, but we will be continuing to do MLB content throughout the year. It's gonna be a little bit less. When we get content, we'll obviously cover that. But I'm thinking 2 to 3 videos a week is probably the pace we're going to be at. And I hope you guys stay around and enjoy the content and enjoy the journey with me as we try to grow this channel. This isn't just trying to hop on and, oh, well, no, I really enjoy this. I would really like to do this as well and be able to put as much time as I do into Madden into this. I will do my part if you guys do yours. And I'm looking forward to finishing off this year and getting all the rest of this content that is coming up this week. Lots of fun content. I'm excited to engage with it. The Field of Dreams program, a new event. Oh my God, I've been waiting for a new event, new Battle Royale. Oh, I love playing some Battle Royale. And then whatever this King Griffey Jr. stuff is going to be, I'm going to be ready for it. I'm 100% here. Let's do it. I hope you guys will keep watching, keep learning, pick up these tips. I'm not trying to just, this isn't a show off. This is a, guys, please, you can do this too. The game is a lot of fun when you don't have to worry about your stubs. And you don't ever pull out your wallet, not even one time. Legitimately, the game was on Game Pass. I didn't have to pay anything for this. Amazing, amazing. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I'm out. Peace.